Hey, it's Jeremy Watson here, and today we're going to talk about follow-up. So last week, I actually made a video called The 3 Deadly Sins of Marketing. And one of the things that I talked about was actually follow-up and how poor follow-up is one of the deadly sins. Now, that's the main problem that I see most marketers and business owners making is they go out and they spend this money that, they don't really know what they're doing with on marketing, generating leads, and when they generate leads, what happens is they don't do nothing with the leads. So let's just take a small business example. So somebody calls or they place an ad on Facebook, somebody sees the ad or something and they call, like a customer or prospect calls, and then the business owner answers, hey, this is so-and-so, thanks for calling, how can I help you? And they call and they want more information about the product or service that they're offering. Well, that's great. But what happens is, from that point on, they never get back in touch with that person. So that money that they spent to generate that phone call goes nowhere, which falls in poor example of, or a good example of poor follow-up. So this happens time and time again, and one of the main things I see is this happening on the internet. So people will send traffic to a lead capture page and then go from 1 or 2 emails expecting a sell, and then after that, that's the end of their follow-up. There's no free trial offers or downsell into a different offer or offering them a new product or service or whatever, or even just following up with them through the phone or whatever it may be to get that sell. And this is a huge problem because you're spending money on marketing to generate these leads, and it will only cost a few more dollars or just a couple more hours of your time to follow up with this lead to close the sale. Now think about this. If you're spending, let's say $3, let's say $5 to generate a lead, to have round numbers, $5 to generate a lead, and you're selling a product that's $300, let's say. Okay, so you're spending $5 to generate a lead. What does it hurt to spend, $2 or $3 more dollars sending out direct mail pieces or whatever to follow up with this lead to try and continue to make that sell? Continuing the conversation from the point where they raised their hand and said, hey, I would like more information about your product or service. Because here's what happens. Sometimes somebody opts into a page, okay? They'll opt into your website. They're looking around. They're watching your sales video. And then something happens. The phone rings. So they answer the phone. They pause the video and get up and walk away. They never come back to it. What happens is they simply never, come back to it. That's it. And they never remember what exactly they were doing on your website in the first place if you don't follow up with them. So many people fail to send emails to these people saying, hey, did you forget to finish watching the video? Did you, like what you've seen? Go check out the video to learn this and this and this. To just click on in their mind saying, hey, oh yeah, I was in the middle of that video. Let me go back and rewatch this video because I totally forgot, what it was about and what I was doing there. But I was obviously, into what it was saying. So this happens time and time again. So about a month ago, I signed up again for Dan Kennedy's newsletter. I'm going to show you a great example of great follow-up. So Dan Kennedy's newsletter, it started off with me purchasing this book through Facebook. 1, I wanted this book. 2, I wanted to see his funnels, his most recent funnels. And 3, I wanted to see his follow-up and his upsells and his pages and all that. So I bought the book. I believe it was $1 and then pay shipping. I think that's what it was, or it's free and pay shipping. I'm not sure. It was cheap. And then what it went into was this is a little slip they put in with the book. It says most incredible free gift ever. This is obviously for their newsletter, which is $59.95. So the upsell path was the free book to the newsletter sign up, which I obviously did. And then once I got the newsletter, once I signed up for the newsletter, it put me into another upsell for Magnetic Marketing, which is his flagship product that teaches, how to attract leads and customers to your business and things like that. So this product was, I think it's half off on the upsell, and it's the only time you'll ever see it half off, which is something else to pay attention to, because many people say, oh, it's going to be half off on this page only, and then 2 weeks later they see a half off everywhere on the web. You don't want to do that, but it's half off on that page only, and they really stick to that. And then I declined the offer for Magnetic Marketing because I have it somewhere in this house. So I already have the product, because I went through this process a while ago, about 2 or 3 years ago, I think it was. Signed up for his newsletter, and then I was off of his newsletter for a while, and then I got back on. But I've moved and got a new credit card and address and all that stuff, so I just might as well start over. So since then, since I declined the newsletter, and then they sent me to another offer, which was I think $2,000 or something like that. Since I declined the offer, here's what's happened. So I don't remember the order that I got this stuff in, but about a few days later, they sent me one follow-up piece. I believe this one came first. I'm not entirely sure, but this is followed up in the mail, and it's a page, a marketing piece to go to, back to the Magnetic Marketing offer, the upsell page, and that's one piece. Not only that, they've been retargeting me every day, about 5 times a day. I see it on Facebook and other websites I visit. They retarget me. So that's the first thing they're doing. So basically, they're in my face every time I'm on Facebook and other websites, and now they're sending me direct mail pieces. Then they sent me this, which was a very nice marketing piece, and a type of urgent, like almost like a FedEx letter, and then it goes into basically the same thing. It's the sales letter for Magnetic Marketing, I believe it is, and this is following up. This is all follow-up. Not only that, they have called me a few times. They have emailed me every day about this, and then they sent me the most recent thing that I got was this package right here, which is a free CD, and also inside is basically a different approach to the sales letter for Magnetic Marketing, talking about Dave D's successes and stuff. If you follow them, you know who Dave D is. So this is three different pieces that I've gotten, plus however much retargeting they've done and everything like that. So what this is basically, so they're selling the Magnetic Marketing, I believe it's $297 or something like that. So I spent $1 on the book. I think $1 on the book, and then shipping, which they don't get any money out of that. It basically pays for the shipping. I paid for I didn't even pay for the newsletter and all that. So their newsletter comes in this big box or whatever. And I'm not pitching you on any of their stuff. I'm just telling you what the process is. And it's somebody you should check out if you're really into studying, legends and learning from them. But I spent, $3 with them. And now they've spent about maybe $15 to follow up with me to get a $297 sale. Now, wouldn't you say that if you get a free CD and also a portfolio of basically all these testimonials and stuff like that, and then a big package like this, and then another letter like this, and you keep getting this stuff from them, wouldn't that make you pay attention to them just a little bit more? Now, if I didn't already own this product, I would probably buy it right now, because $297 with all the marketing that they're doing to me sounds pretty good. Now, I see these people everywhere. I see GKIC everywhere. So this is a good example of great follow-up. Many people don't ever do this. Many people don't even get past the first few emails. I'm getting emails and retargeting and direct mail pieces and phone calls and everything else. And what that's going to lead into is, if I didn't already own this product, I would, buy this product for $297, and all they spent was a little less than probably like $20 to get me to buy that $297 product. And then from there, they'll probably put me into another upsell path where they're trying to get me into, a coaching program or even a more expensive program. And they'll spend another $20 or $30 or $40 to get that from me. And what will happen is they'll keep doing this, and I'll keep spending money with them. And that's what you have to do. So think about this. Think about this for just a second. They spent maybe $5, $6, to get me as a lead. I went to their website, made a purchase, and then they spent like $20 or $30 on marketing with me, on me right now with all the direct mail and stuff like that to get a $297 sell. If I didn't already own the product, I would probably buy it right now. And they do this time and time again. So what would it hurt if you generated a customer and then you spent a few more dollars following up with them to buy more stuff? Or what if you just generated a lead and you spent a few more dollars, a few more minutes of your time to follow up with this person that's already raised their hand and said, hey, I'm interested. It's something to really think about and something to start implementing into your marketing immediately, because if you don't do follow-up, you are missing out on 98% of your sales. I don't know why people don't get this, but you should get it now. You should understand that it's so much easier to make a sell from somebody that's already raised their hand and trying to generate new customers from the first time they visit your page. So think about it. Is it worth your time, and is it worth your money to generate and market and follow up with the people that's already raised their hands? The people that's already bought from you? Follow up with these people and start making more sales than you've ever had before. It's really, really simple. I'll talk to you guys later. Flood in instantly. The truth is, people underestimate the amount of marketing it will take to make a dent in the marketplace and to be seen. The magic rule of thumb